been getting ready since early this morning. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Demon Deacons will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
So Wake Forest's offense has the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Now, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The sure hands, it's Kane. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Firing to the right, complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. Finds a crease at the 20. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll go to the fullback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out, you got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up. up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love finding those easy plays that I know are low risk. I'm going to get some positive yards, keep me ahead of the sticks, find my tight end, run a little out routes.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time the defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Catches it at the 30. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Demon Deacons in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 30. 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Wake.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, NC State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UTSA packed a wallop today. This was supposed to be a major road test, and instead it felt like a stroll down the Riverwalk there in San Antonio. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The run from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Fields. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Crosses the 40. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed, natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive yards.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This crowd knows when to bring it. Back to throw, it's Fields. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And they did tack on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The option look. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Trying to pick up a first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Okay, ready?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Convoy.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You could see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
4 wide receivers set, trips to the left on 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Fields. They're working that left side. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Complete in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. NC State will kick off to start things here in the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. The Demon Deacons are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it from the gun. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end, and his throw is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
Gets away from one, finds some space. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Got enough space. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And that one will give them the lead.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boston College. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Snags it over the middle. Ball is free. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Line gets set, 1st down. Going to the ground. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
down coming up.
Ready?
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third.
Slam.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes his connection. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he makes the catch. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's first and goal.
Razor, razor.
Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Might as well give it to him again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Fields. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Keep it on the ground. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Here we go.
On third down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Let's go!
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field.
Get set! Get set!
He'll go to the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10.
55 weak.
They'll try to get outside. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Clear!
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
NC State looking to convert the 4th down here.
Cobra!
Goes to the option. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Working that left side now. And he's still running after the move. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down.
Easy.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Quarterback will audible.
Come on, set.
Looking to go up top on first down. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He wants to pass it on second down. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wolfpack! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 11 over Georgia Southern. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Fields. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. He'll come out throwing on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. The defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Line gets set, first down.
Lasso. Under.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Now the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Okay, ready?
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Clear. Cricket.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch down the right side. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
He's looking to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Rich. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there and got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. First down here for the offense.
Get set.
The give out of the gun. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Fields. He makes the catch. Flying down the left side. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And we're going to wrap this one up with the PAT. And the PAT is good, helps the kicker's stats, and not much else, as this one is in the books. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate